In this video, you're gonna find a complete follow-along pull workout that is perfect whether or not you're a beginner or even an intermediate lifter. Welcome to Dad Bod Fitness. If we're just meeting, my name is David, and I help crazy busy dads to build a physique. If you want to maximize your muscle growth, strip the body fat, and transform your life while leading your family, consider subscribing. Let's get into this workout. This is the beginning of my at-home muscle building quick start hypertrophy program. So make sure to follow along with each video in this series for the full pull push legs program, along with a core and cardio routine as well. I want to give you this workout for free. I'm 100% invested in your transformation, so check out the link down in the description below to grab your free pull push legs program for muscle building and hypertrophy. With this, you are going to get a step-by-step guide for the program, 5 workouts, workout tracking sheets, and multiple workout rotation plans to help fit your life and your schedule. So once again, link is down in the description. So for starters, obviously, I always recommend to do some sort of a warm-up. I always start my training with about a 5-minute warm-up to keep me loose and warm me up and get me prepped for the workout. And now you can do any kind of light activity that gets you moving. Do something that you enjoy. I usually do a little running in place, some high knees, some jumping jacks. I'll do arm circles on pull and push days. And then I usually do some lightweight exercises on movements targeting and warming up the muscles that I'm going to be training for that session. So for this pull workout, I perform some bent over rows, rear delt raises, and dumbbell deadlifts, all with very light weights, again, just to get the blood flowing and targeted at those muscles. All right, so for all of these workouts, in between each sets, you can utilize a 60-second rest period in between the sets, and then 2 minutes potentially in between the exercises themselves. So our first move is the pull-up, which is bread and butter for anyone trying to build a significant V-taper in back. So first off, for the pull-up, just some cues to be aware of. Make sure that you are about standard or just wider than shoulder width. And when you do the pull-up, pinch your shoulder blades back and down. Look up at the bar and think about squeezing your elbows down to your sides as you're doing the pull-up. That'll really help you try to eliminate just pulling with your arms and actually focusing on contracting your lats. One tip to be aware of is just to be careful of your form degrading. It's really easy to do. You'll see here my form does suffer at points. And this is why I found value actually in watching myself on playback to see what I needed to fix. So recommend giving that a try at some point if you want to see how you're actually performing a move. So I can't stress enough, form. Make sure your form is perfect. For the rep range, aim for hitting 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets. If you can do more than that, then first I want you to slow down the movement. Go up 2 seconds, pause at the top of the pull-up, and then 2 seconds as you drop down. If you can still hit higher than that rep range, pick up about a 5 to 10 dumbbell. You can hold it in between your knees and cross your feet behind you, which is my favorite position. Or you can pinch it in between your feet like I do in this video. If you need some other ways to add more resistance to the pull-up, I'm gonna link a video up here on the card above that I did several different ways to be able to add resistance to a pull-up bar. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next move, which is the reverse grip bent over row. This is truly one of my most favorite back exercises, and the cues for these are, first and foremost, lock your shoulders. And again, by that I mean pinch them back and down. Keep your hamstrings, glutes, and your core tight while you're in this position. And imagine a broomstick running up your back so that you focus on keeping it straight. Then really feel and focus on contracting and squeezing your lats to bring the weights up towards you. For the rep range, aim, once again, for that 8 to 12 rep range for 3 sets. And make sure that brings you within 1 to 2 reps of failure each time. If you want, for this and for most exercises, you can hit failure on 1 out of your 3 sets. But again, use this very sparingly, especially in compound movements, since they're more difficult for your body to recover from. All right, so the dumbbell deadlift. All right, so for the cues for this one, once again, before you even get into position on this one, I want you to lock your shoulder blades. Once again, pinch them back and cinch them down. Slowly drop, and you're gonna hinge at your hips, but while bending your knees. This will hit your hamstrings and your glutes some, but for this workout, they aren't the target. Really focus on using your back to control the movement down, pause, then pull up safely, but quickly, with some power. Right at the top of the movement, extend back just a little bit and squeeze your lats and your shoulders backward. Make sure your form on this exercise is spot on, since this is a very involved compound movement. You can injure yourself on any of these movements if you're not doing them carefully and following good form. Always keep your back perfectly in alignment. All right, for the rep range, stick once again with that same rep range here and the same advice. Although on this one, I wouldn't necessarily recommend going to the point of failure. Slowly increase your reps and weights while doing the move safely and within perfect form. And that'll be enough to still help you continually hit progressive overload. All right, the seated dumbbell curl. The cues on this one are once more to start with, you guessed it, locking your shoulder blades to keep a strong foundation. I cannot stress this enough, and it seriously will prevent injury and give you a nice base to perform any movement from. Keep your wrists and hands in alignment during this. Don't let them kink inward or outward. Squeeze your bicep while keeping your elbows down at your sides. If your elbows come up, you're gonna be missing out on some of the contraction and some additional stimulus. So do your absolute best to keep your elbows down at your sides and just squeeze your biceps up. Pause at the top and then slowly drop. Some tips here to think about are that curls can be done either standing or sitting, which I'm sure you know, but what I would recommend is actually intermixing them in your plan. So for this program, I do start with the seated curl because I really feel that you can focus more on the bicep contraction. But as you're gonna be progressing, I would alternate standing and sitting each week. You also might notice I'm sitting on the corner of a chair here. If you don't have a chair that allows you to keep your arms down at your sides at the bottom of the movement without the weights hitting the chair, try this one out and sit on the corner of the chair instead. It should do the trick. The rep range for this one is actually gonna be a little bit higher to really help you focus on getting the best squeeze and contraction in the bicep. Aim for 3 sets of about 10 to 15 reps. With this being an isolation exercise, you can actually incorporate going to failure on 1 or probably at most 2 sets. However, I would first recommend focusing on perfect form and slowing down the rep to get a better contraction. Now don't forget to perform some stretching to keep your muscles loose, and although there is conflicting research on whether it'll help with the recovery or not, I would err on the side of caution and still stretch for at least 2 to 3 minutes. If you want to make serious gains from home with minimal equipment, don't forget to grab this free workout program. The link is down in the description. Once again, this is gonna give you everything that you need to get started on your nutrition and your training. Lock them in and start seeing results. This is a plan geared directly towards you if your life feels absolutely chaotic and the household is crazy, the family is crazy, but you still want to get a workout in. This workout is geared specifically with you in mind. It's a great way to hit all the targeted muscles that you need in an efficient and fast training program that's going to start getting you results. So once again, link is down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, it would be an absolute honor for me if you would punch that like button and help support this channel. Let me know in the comments down below what you did or didn't like, and don't forget to subscribe to make sure that you stay up to date on all the upcoming content. Click or tap the screen right up over here for the push workout in my pull push legs program, or click or tap the screen down here for another great video to help you maximize your results, especially when you're busy and working out at home. As always, be intentional and bring the intensity, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video.